Hey, we're Stephen and Brooke, a couple of Kiwis living in the UK.
We moved here in December of 2020 and since then we've been exploring all that England and Europe have to offer.
Join us on our little adventures.
So here we are, obviously at the Colosseum, which means that obviously we're in Rome as well. That's fun. Yeah. So we are doing a wee trip from Rome up to Venice over the next few days. So
Over the week,
yeah. So it's going to be lots of fun. So here we are at the Palatine. Right behind me is a ground where they had a big building. That's now not a big building anymore. It's amazing. Some of these fortifications, some of these buildings are still standing out really well. Makes me wonder, like in 2,000 years' time, when we are long dead, like what's still going to be around?
Nothing.
From our era?
So this here behind us, obviously we mentioned we're at Palatine Hill, but we've just learned that this is where the Emperor lived, and this is his palace. Stephen, tell me why you've brought me down to this rock.
So we're currently exploring the Roman Forum, which obviously is where the politicians would all meet and have their big discussions and etc. But down here is one of the oldest roads in Roman history. And because the Romans invented the roads, it's one of the oldest roads in the world. This road here.
It's behind a rope and everything.
I know. Ye old road. Very ye old road.
Yeah.
So obviously not only did the Romans come here to discuss their big brain ideas, it was also a burial ground for them. Behind me is an imperial tomb. Imagine when we die, Brooke, having something like that.
I don't even think I'll have a headstone.
I don't even think I'll be buried.
I don't even think. I just chuck me in the river, we'll be alright.
just feed me to the dogs.
Yeah.
Good to go.
So we've just finished up at the Forum, which was really cool. Just like the plinths were huge, and there was some cool, what would you call them, museums?
Yeah, like tombs and stuff.
Temples to check out, which was cool. And then now we are back here in front of the Colosseum. We've got a little bit of time to wait, so we're just going to chill out in the shade because I'm pretty sure that we're both sunburned.
Yeah, we weren't expecting it to be this sunny.
Yeah, I mean it's beautiful, but it definitely got a sunburn.
So now we're inside the Colosseum. It's so cool inside here. Obviously, it was a really famous gladiatorial area, but not only that, they performed lots of theatre here. They had
bears,
and they had zoo animals and stuff here as well. Not just only to fight, but to look at too. A lot of it's still in obviously really good condition. It kind of has to be. It's like one of the 7 wonders of the world.
It's well preserved.
They want to take care of it, but it's really cool. So we are all done at the Colosseum and the Forum. We are now going to go have a nice slice of pizza or a pasta, some nice Italian food, before heading back to the hotel and getting an early night, because we've been up since 1 AM this morning.
So we've woken up this morning, we're changing hotels because our tour officially starts today, but on our way we have crossed the River Tiber, which is very exciting, or Tiber, and we've seen this really lovely view of the Vatican. We're also wandering through the Jewish quarter today, which is something I was recommended by someone at work, and we're going to check out a bakery that was recommended and check out some of the streets around there because apparently it's quite cool. And then probably head towards the Trevi and the Pantheon.
So we've made it to the Pantheon. You can't really miss it. Pretty big. Obviously used to be a Roman holy temple, and then in about the 600s it got transformed into a Catholic church. Hey now,
this is what dreams are made of. So we've made our way from Pantheon to here at the Trevi Fountain, which I'm really excited about, not only because it's one of the most beautiful sights in Rome, but also because it features in the Lizzie Maguire movie. That's actually my secret reason why we've come to Rome, and so I can take Stephen to all the places from the Lizzie Maguire movie.
Live out your Lizzie Maguire fantasies.
Yeah. 8-year-old Brooke would be so proud.
Obviously it's really busy here, but it's not like crazy.
Yeah, it shouldn't be much busier, but it is first thing in the morning, like it's about 10 o'clock. I think by 2 in the afternoon it would just be packed.
So in behind me here is what's called the Spanish Steps, which leads up to a church up the top there. There are a set of about 125 steps, but obviously they're more than just in Roman holiday. They feature in a lot of films and media, and most importantly for Brooke, the Lizzie Maguire Movie.
The Lizzie Maguire Movie!
Which is why we're here.
So we've just left our hotel after checking in, and we've come on down to the Hendrik Christian Andersen Museum, which was really, really cool. It's all these giant sculptures, and they're all sort of like realistic looking, and I think it's from the...
It's all like from the
1900s,
early 1900s
yeah.
or 1920s, yeah.
Yeah, and there's these like gigantic sculptures that are like lifelike images, and there's like...
Of super fit naked people.
Yeah, super fit naked people.
We've been walking from the Heinrich Christian Andersen Museum of all those big naked sculptures. We were walking down because we're going to go and see a show tonight, which we'll talk a little bit more about in a second. But we've come into this weird piazza, this weird square that has all these old, obviously Roman inspired sculptures, but also a big Egyptian plinth in the middle of it.
And there's sphinxes.
And no, it's not the Vatican, because I know that's got a big Egyptian plinth in the middle of it, but it's very interesting.
Really interesting. We went to the Leonardo da Vinci Museum, which was fine.
It was not worth €20 for the two of us.
You know, move some cranks and look at some things that spin.
And look at some paintings that were not paintings.
No, they were definitely just on canvases. It was quite expensive, like €10 each. I feel like it was a bit of a tourist trap. Leonardo da Vinci was a very clever person. There was lots of really interesting things there. I just feel like I knew about it all already.
And there wasn't anything that was like original?
No, it was all recreations and stuff, so take that how you will. So after walking around the streets, getting ourselves some dinner, we have come to the theatre to go and see a production of Jesus Christ Superstar, which is really, really exciting. We didn't know it was going to be on until we walked past, and it has got in it the guy that played Jesus in the original 1970s film. Playing Jesus for about 40 years. His name is Ted Neely. I'm having a bit of a musical theatre freak out, excited for it. He's nearly 80 years old, about 78 years old, still playing the role of Jesus. It's super cool because yesterday the Vatican endorsed Jesus Christ Superstar as well, so it's like a whole quirky link that we're seeing it. Real fun, so close to Easter, and in Rome, one of the most religious cities in the world. It's fun. Real cool. Here we are today inside the Vatican City, obviously the smallest country in the world. It became a country in the 1920s when Mussolini and Pope Pius XI were like, yeah, let's make it a country. We are on a tour today as part of a tour group. We're going to be checking out the Sistine Chapel, which you won't be able to see, the St. Peter's Basilica, and a few other great things of the Vatican. I'm really, really excited. Hopefully we get a glimpse of the Pope, but probably not. So we've finished now at the Vatican Museum. We checked out the Sistine Chapel, which was incredible. Obviously you're not allowed to film in there, but it was, one, incredibly busy, two, incredibly beautiful. When we walked quickly through the rest of the museums, and now we are down at St. Peter's Square. We're about to go check out St. Peter's Basilica. We learnt as well that in the Vatican Museum there was a Pope whose family, the Barberini family, their family crest was a bee. It was Pope Urban VIII. And I'm wearing a pair of dungarees. With bees all over.
Call them dunga bees.
here at the Vatican City. It was just so beautiful inside, just everywhere. There was just something different to look at, something that probably took many, many years of some artist's life. Got to see some really like amazing artworks by like Raphael and like Michelangelo, and like it was just like, but this afternoon we're going to check out some more piazzas and we're going to go get some gelato and some lunch because I'm so hungry.
So it's our last morning in Rome. We've woken up bright and early and we are waiting for our pickup to head to the Termini train station to then catch a train to Florence. So this will be the end of one of our videos. We'll have a couple more coming out with the rest of our time in Italy. So if you want to follow along for that, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.